What's going on, YouTube? This is Randy with Working Man's RC. Today we're going to make a portable, packable mini crawler playground. And to do this, we just need something like an old canvas drop cloth, or in this case, this useless torn up packing blanket that I can't really use anymore. We need that, and then we need a bunch of this foil tape. Let me get back to you and show you what I'm going to do. All right, so after unrolling miles and miles of the paperback foil tape, the bottom of your blanket should look something like this. And now what you're gonna do is just kind of crinkle it up, wad it, bunch it. Now, you can open it up, reach your arm under there, and after a bunch more wadding, you're going to get little hills like this, suitable for crawling over. So let me work my magic a little bit more, get some lines going, clean up all this mess, and we'll see if this actually works. So even with the bigger WPL C24, it's still doing a pretty good job of holding its shape. See how and it moves a little bit, but it's not, well, it kind of crumbled under the weight. Maybe with another layer of tape, it'll hold up for this, but this is really more for the SCX24, SCX30 people out there. I didn't bring an SCX24 today. It's just for proof of concept. But yeah, as you can see, we made some little lines, and this truck's a little bit big for it. It's kind of flattening it out, but you get the idea. Maybe with better wadding, it'll do a better job holding its shape. Got another idea for this. Let me put you down for a second. So now what I've done is kind of shape it into a speed bump, and we're gonna see if the mini T here do some jumping. And I'll bet for the micro B, micro T guys, this would be perfect. Except I was kind of worried about that. So yeah. Whoop. I think maybe with the second layer of tape, you'll probably get it to be strong enough for this. And you know, you can get creative with taping down the edges to make sure it doesn't go flat and that the smaller micro stuff can get over it. But then yeah, this might be something, guys. Anyway, it seems to work okay, but I'll bet if we tape the edges down, you know, you could have get a couple of these, you could have an indoor course, a couple little good jumps. Let me reset it up and try that again. So now we have a very oblong, terrible looking death ramp. Let's see if it works. Kinda. Okay. But anyways, it's not perfect, but the proof of concept is there. And then it just folds up just like a blanket. Then just keep a little bit of extra tape around, you can touch it up. So after our first use, this is kind of what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be all crinkled up. And there'll be little spots to touch up. Just add another piece of tape on top of any cracks that you see form. And after a few uses, it should stay pretty solid. But then, you know, if you get a hole, just add more tape. So pretty simple little solution for some indoor fun. One thing to be mindful of is the edges of this tape. There can be sharp spots in it. So, this might not be something that you hand your 10-year-old a couple of rolls of foil tape and a blanket and say, go for it. You got to be careful when you're smoothing it out. And then after the use, when you pick it up, you might find a sharp spot, and you just add a fresh piece of tape over the top and you should be good. But anyway, when you're done, you just fold it up. It's just like a blanket. You can take it anywhere, hotel, office, whatever you want to do. You've got a cheap little playground here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.